Ahoy there, G.I. Joe fans. Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It be Halloween, me favourite holiday. And today we be looking at one of me favourite dreadnoughts. I bet you can't figure out what he is, who he is. Gives ye a ant. He pillages pockets, he rifles and loots. He drinks grape soda, my hearty. And eats chocolate donuts. Yar be Zanzibar. Ha ha ha. He's starting me off with some lame pirate jokes today. A pirate captain be walking into a bar, and the bartender looks at me and says, "Captain, what you doing with the steering wheel down your pants?" And he looks at the bartender and he says, "It be driving me nuts." Arr. Real funny. But we be getting to the review here right quick. Just wanting to be giving you a reminder about the charity drive for the little children. Don't forget to submit your receipts to me website, me email that I have listed in the video. Go refer to that. And be giving out some fancy prizes I do, says I. And also half the Battle Timber and HCC 788. They be doing the same charity drive, so go ahead and check out After Battle Timber. He has a charity drive too. Yar, fancy prizes he be giving out too, says I. Now it's time for the review. Alright, yeah, Joe fans, here he is, Zanzibar, the scurviest of all dreadnoughts. He was quite the character, actually. I do really enjoy this one. It's just a classic example of another deluxe figure being sent out with a subpar vehicle. So, let's go ahead and get into some details on Zanzibar. He was released as part of Series 6 in 1987. He was packaged exclusively with the air skiff, and he was sold in 1988 and was discontinued domestically in 1989. His original retail price was $4.29. Yeah, not too bad. This is actually the Zanzibar and air skiff from my childhood. Purchased this for my brother for Christmas. Yeah. Zanzibar's body construction was molded entirely of new parts. He didn't have a version 2 until much later, which is quite unfortunate. He is, like I said, he's a really cool pirate, a cool dreadnought. Yeah, I get in some detail on his file card about his origin. One of the cool features with Zanzibar is this tuft of hair coming out of the top of his head. This was also released with Scarlet version 2, or the Ninja Force Scarlet. She also had that little tuft of hair coming out. The hair is very stable. It will hold up under extreme rough play. I know I've tried yanking it out once or twice. As a child, I thought it would look cool as a ponytail, but it's this top knot, if you would. Some of the Zanzibar figures, you'll find that his hair is really messed up. From what I understand, I've seen from other reviewers that you could actually straighten his hair out with hairspray and some other care. I can't recall who it was that did that, but it worked out pretty well. I do apologize for that. I should have written it down when I saw it.
So let's go ahead and take a look at Zanzibar's accessories. Go ahead and set him in the air skiff aside for the moment. He comes with what is called a handgun. Okay, pretty general there. This does not match any real-world weapons. The pistol grip is pretty long. It doesn't fit very well in his hand. I don't want to force it. You know, the handle is pretty thick, in fear of breaking his thumb off. He also came with what was described as a brown spear, but this is true to life. This is a marlin spike or a marlin hook used by fishermen. This is also a good dreadnought weapon, very improvised. They also came with a brown hammer. Again, that's what the card contents call it. This doesn't fit very well in his hand either. Handle is pretty thick. Again, don't want to break his thumb off. It does have a strap here. It's supposed to go around his wrist, but it is too narrow to do that. But mounting these weapons onto the air skiff, you see there are mounting brackets right here, matching on each side. Just go ahead and slide the marlin spike into that side, and it was actually suggested with the blueprints that you fold this hammer strap over and tuck it in, but you know, I like to try to keep things as original as possible. I always have, hence it being in such good condition. Let's go ahead and slide that right over and park it in there. So works out fairly well. Don't mind it dangling over the side. There is no storage space for his pistol, so it's just meant to be held onto, but if you so choose, it could fit in there, but it does interfere with his missiles. So the air skiff is a very simple vehicle. It does come with two detachable missiles. Very generic. The yellow does match, or it doesn't match, but it goes fairly well with the blue, or the blue-green on the skiff, and it's almost the same color as the water moccasin. And on the back is a fan that you could twist around. Does work. Has an airfoil on the back. This is a fairly fragile plastic, so I want to give you guys a heads up on that. One of the hand controllers did snap off, and these have a tendency excuse me, sorry, a tickle in my throat. The missile brackets or missile mounts have a tendency to break off as well. Alright, but like I said, it's a subpar vehicle with a deluxe figure. Another thing I'd like to point out is the Cobra sigil right down on the front. Pretty unique for a dreadnought vehicle. Let's go ahead and take a look at Zanzibar here. He is very piratey looking. Yeah, right down to the torn up pants. He has these green pants going over his black boots. He has stirrups mounted on there. Don't know why, but it looks cool. Purple rag tied around his thigh. He also has a sculpted on pistol holster. which it does match. You know, he does have a pistol. This torn up brown shirt vest type thing, goes all the way around the back. Also has purple armor, which is pretty cool, you know, very dreadnought-ish. And then he has a medallion that's strapped around the front. Can't quite make out what that is. It looks like it has a heart shape on it. Oh, 2 hand grenades and a dagger. No pirate is complete without his dagger. He also has these bracelets painted in the infamous rub-off easy gold paint. And then he has his piratey mustache and a scowl and an eye patch. And up front here he has looks like a cobra sigil on his belt buckle with a brown leather codpiece attached to a brown belt that wraps all the way around. So he's a cool figure. He does stand a little bit taller than the rest of the G.I. Joes, like Destro and Zartan. It makes him a deluxe figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at his file card. It reads, Codename Zanzibar, Dreadnought Pirate. His file name is Morgan Teach, which is named after, took the name after 2 famous pirates, Harry Morgan and Edward Teach, also Blackbeard. Now, with Blackbeard, Edward Teach is believed to be an alias, or Blackbeard, of course, Blackbeard's an alias, but Edward Teach is believed to have been an alias. He is thought to have been born in Bristol, England. Blackbeard was also he was a privateer at one point, served in the Queen Anne's War against the French, and later became a pirate. Being a privateer is just a pirate with a piece of paper. So, nice little pirate history there for you guys. Alright, so middle paragraph reads, Zanzibar was raised on a garbage scow and spent most of his formative years lurking on crowded piers with his hands in other people's pockets. He tried his hand at river piracy, stock fraud, and smuggling, but found it all to be too much like real work and not nasty enough for his tastes. His lucky break came when he delivered a load of bootleg gasoline. I love that, bootlegged gasoline to Zartan's filling station and was immediately taken as a dreadnought. This guy is so nasty that the other dreadnoughts hate his guts. He sneaks about at night and goes through their pockets for change. He takes one bite out of each chocolate-covered donut and throws them back into the box. Very piratey of him, and also very rotten. He brushes his teeth with grape soda and never changes his socks. Yeah, so this guy doesn't only have bad teeth, but he takes a bite out of each donut and he smells quite piratey. I'm filming outside, so please forgive the background noise. You also have the local Air Force flying sorties overhead, so you might hear an occasional Raptor jet flying over. But anyway, the Air Skiff and Zanzibar did make a few media appearances. He was in the commercials, and he was also featured in the comic books, which was great. I just recently read that issue. I didn't purchase it. I should have at the time, but hold on. An ambulance is driving by. But it was a really cool issue. I do regret now not purchasing it because I wasn't really planning on doing this review today. Then it hit me. Hey, Halloween, why not? But anyway, guys, the parts that are easily lost and broken on the air skiff are the wind vane on the back, the fan that falls off fairly easily. Of course, his weapons, the missiles, and the front guns, those come off. The tabs on the missiles and the hand controls break off. Well, I mentioned previous, it is made out of a flimsier plastic, but this is a really cool vehicle. Great figure. I enjoy them both. I actually have them displayed from my ceiling, as I'm running out of flat surfaces for my collection. But if you are looking for Zanzibar and his air skiff on the aftermarket, he is fairly common. Zanzibar, just by himself, he starts around $10, goes up from there depending on his condition. You want him complete with a file card, you're going to pay just a little bit more on that. You want him with the air skiff, I've seen him start around $19 and go up from there. The air skiff alone is a little bit more, but go ahead, and I just caution you guys to look carefully at the pictures, read the description, ask questions. Sometimes the defects don't show up very well in photos. You can see where the plastic strains, starts to turn a lighter color, almost a white. Also decals, you want to watch out for those too if you're particular about decals. So anyway, guys, this has been my review of Zanzibar. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please go like, share, and subscribe. Really help out my channel. Also, forget about December being Fan Choice Month. Go ahead and make your submissions down in the comments what you'd like to see. If I do have that figure, I'd be more than happy to review that for you. Get those in by November 24th so I can get everything ready for December. Just my way of thanking you guys for tuning in, watching my channel. Also have a very fun, safe Halloween. Out with your little ones trick-or-treating. Make sure you have a flashlight, glow sticks, or light sticks, or whatever you guys call them over your part of the world. Make sure your kids have those bright colors. You know, I hate to hear about kids getting hurt, especially when they're out having fun. And don't forget to check the candy. Make sure everything is cool on that. Nothing unwrapped. You know all the safety procedures, I hope, anyway. But anyway, have a very fun and happy Halloween. Do something piratey today, even if it is taking a bite out of each donut, throwing it back in the box. I don't suggest brushing your teeth with grape soda. Tastes terrible. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Working on getting some new camera equipment, so stay tuned for that. Won't be any more, hopefully, any more shaky videos on my cell phone. You guys have a great day. And thanks for stopping by. This is Joe Motion Videos 82. Arr! Have a great day. Signing off. Bye-bye.